Hello, brass band lovers around the world, and welcome to the full catch-up on everything that's happening across the UK and the global banding scene. I'm Peter, live from the Sounds of Brass newsroom, bringing you the up-to-date brass band news from competitions, festivals, tours, and new publications and major announcements shaping the movement today. We begin with the Cooperation Band, who is preparing for a significant appearance at the St Magnus International Festival in Orkney. Ahead of the World Championship campaign in Kirkrade next month, they'll present two major programmes, including Giovanni Gabrielli's Invisible Symphony, arranged by the late John Wallis, a performance set across 5 brass choirs inside the acoustically stunning St Magnus Cathedral. The following day, they reprise the brass in concert winning set, Le Première, featuring actor Elizabeth McNally, alongside works by Malcolm Arnold and Jean de Haan's Mirage, the 2026 World Championship set work. This is shaping up to be one of the most atmospheric and emotionally charged festival appearances of the year. There's been all excitement here in the UK in Birmingham, who has just hosted one of the most star-studded brass events of the year, the Elgar International Festival of Brass, which featured Flowers Band, Brass Band Vilbrook, Black Dyke and the Fordens all in a single day. The programme, which included major works by Philip Spark, including Petita, Evolution, Variations on an Enigma and Music of the Spheres, plus the newly premiered Orbital by Richard Blackford. Also, Euphonium virtuoso David Childs delivered both a recital of and a masterclass, adding even more star power to an already exceptional lineup. Awards and accolades were handed out in recognition of individual contributions to a band's continued success. The Arbroath and Carnoustie Band presentation evening, the Crow's Nest in Carnoustie. In addition to the framed certificates and trophies being awarded, special thanks were given to band president and principal cornet Anne Ness for her dedication to the training band over the years. Training band conductor Gordon Wilson for his commitment to the teaching the young players. Flugel player Christina Fairweather for her tuition and support to all members, and musical director Neil MacDonald for his hours and hours of work, education and commitment to the band. Young progressive player went to Libby Young on solo cornet with the training band, and progressive player went to Rhys Banks on the first horn in the senior band. Standout performance went to Lindsay Miller on Ripiano cornet in the senior band. Musical Director Award, Christina Fairweather, Flugel Section of the Year for the horns. Most Improved Player went to Caius Walker on the second trombone player of the year, Gordon Wilson. Euphonium Player of the Year went to Abby Napier on solo horn, and Band Person of the Year went to Vic Lewis Memorial Trophy. Neil MacDonald, Musical Director. Young Player of the Year went to Daniel Toller on E-flat bass. The Corriban has announced the exciting new appointment of outstanding young Scottish musician Charlie Bowax as the band's new solo baritone player. At just 19 years old, Charlie has already built an impressive repertoire within the brass band movement. Originally from Kilmarnock, East Ayrshire, she began her musical journey with Irvine and Dreghorn Brass Youth Band before progressing to the senior band alongside her parents in 2016. In 2022, aged just 15, Charlie joined the famous Whitburn Band, rapidly progressing to the solo baritone seat at 16, where she has continued to establish herself as one of the most exciting young talents in the banding world. Charlie also currently holds the solo baritone position with the National Youth Brass Band of Scotland and has earned significant individual honours, including winning the Rotary UK Young Musician title in consecutive years, alongside previous West of Scotland and Scottish Solo Championship success. Commenting on her appointment, Charlie explained, "I am absolutely thrilled at this opportunity to join the Corey Band, as it has always been my dream. I'm extremely grateful to Whitburn Band for all their support over the last 4 years, and especially to my family for supporting me in this decision. I look forward to all the exciting things to come with Corey." Musical director Philip Harper also commented by saying, "I'm delighted that Charlie will join us at the Corey Band. She's a very talented musician with outstanding potential to shine at the absolute highest level, and she has shown her drive, ambition and motivation by making this decision. We all acknowledge the support of her family in the move, and we recognise the wonderful platform for her talents provided by the Whitburn Band. She has a positive attitude which brightens up any team she's part of. We look forward to welcoming her to the team at Corey and to helping her continue her fast-paced musical development." Charlie's first performance as a permanent member of the band will take place at the John Williams live concert at the Anvil in Basingstoke on Sunday the 14th of June. Her first contest appearance with Corey will follow at the World Music Championships in Kerkrade, the Netherlands, in July. Across the English Channel now, the Open de France Ambroise celebrated its 30th edition, with Carlton Main Frickler Colliery Band taking the championship division and strong British showings across the top sections. The gala featured soloist Sergei Nakaryakov. This underlines the continued UK presence at major European contests. From June the 5th to the 7th, 2026, the Amboys hosted the 30th French Open Brass Band Championships. For 3 days, the Loire Valley town resonated with the sound of brass instruments, with ensembles from France, the United Kingdom and Italy participating in one of the most major events of the brass band movement in Europe. This anniversary edition offered a particularly rich programme, combining competitions, marching music, open-air concerts, street performances and a prestigious gala concert. The competition, which took place at the Theatre Beaumarchais in Amboise, with 3 divisions on the programme. In the Championship division, the competition's premier category victor went to the prestigious Carlton Main Frickler Colliery Band from the United Kingdom, conducted by Alan Whittington. The only competitor in this category, the British ensemble, performed the required piece Star-Crossed Lovers by Stephen Roberts. The first division resulted in a very close duel between 2 British bands. The Witton Albion Band unfortunately prevailed with 116 points ahead of the Flixton Band, which scored 115 points. The French highlight of this year's competition came from a Tour des Brass. led by Stephanie Belzier, the Tours-based ensemble triumphed in the second division thanks to the performance praised by the jury on the required piece, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Philip Harper. With 114 points, a Tours de Brass edged out the brass band de la Vienne, which scored 111 points. This victory is a reward for the groundwork laid over several years by the Tours ensemble, which was also among the groups invited to perform outdoors throughout the weekend. The full results were for the Championship Division. Winners went to Carlton Main Frickley Colliery Band from the United Kingdom. In the First Division, it went to Witton Albion Band from the United Kingdom with 116 points, followed by Flixton Band, also from the United Kingdom, with 115 points. In the Second Division, first place went to a Tours de Brass from France with 114 points, and coming in a strong second place with a Brass Band de la Vienne from France with 111 points. In the Fourth Division, Junior, the Tours Regional Conservatory Junior Brass Band won first prize. The soloist Charline gave a beautiful performance on the euphonium, playing B. Appermont's Green Hill. With an average age of 13 or 14, these young artists once again enjoyed this wonderful competition and a chance to meet others and discover the world of brass bands. The highlight of the 30th edition was the gala concert held Saturday evening at the Salle Claude Menard, which brought together the Carlton Main Frickley Colliery Band and one of the greatest trumpeters of the time, Sergei Nakariakov. Nicknamed for many years the Pegagini of the trumpet, the Israel-Russian artist was a special guest of the evening, which reflected the international ambitions of the French Open. Black Dyke Band will make its return to the BBC Proms on Sunday the 19th of July at the Royal Albert Hall in London for the first time in almost 20 years. This is an incredible opportunity that not only puts the outstanding talent of the Queensbury-based band front and centre on a global stage, but also showcases the capabilities of modern brass band repertoire to a wider audience. Britain has been a musical powerhouse for centuries, from opera to Britpop. Yet brass banding has long been the unsung hero in our country's soundtrack. Despite this, the banding movement has and continues to work hard to push its way through the mainstream spotlight. So, it's fantastic to the BBC showcasing one of the leading ensembles alongside the world top orchestras and acclaimed British artists at the BBC Proms. The Black Dyke has earned its reputation as the most successful band in history, with both Oscar and Grammy nominations, collaborations with the Beatles and Elton John, and performing at prestigious venues such as the Carnegie Hall in Sydney, the Sydney Opera House and the Pyramid Stage at Glastonbury, as well more championship titles to their name than any other ensemble. This is the first time the Black Dyke Band has represented brass band at the Proms. They had previously performed alongside the Grimethorpe Colliery Band at the event in 1974, 1975 and 1981, before returning to the Proms in 2007. In a wider musical sphere, the band have frequently flown the flag for the movement with world-class performers, including TV cameos and festivals. The concert will feature a programme that demonstrates a full spectrum of brass band writing, from classical major works to contemporary arrangements, as well as a show-stopping solo performance by euphonium virtuoso David Childs. Black Dyke's Director of Music, Professor Nicholas Charles, commented by saying, This is a fantastic opportunity for the Black Dyke Band to showcase everything that makes brass band truly special. On a personal level, I'm thrilled to conduct the world's greatest prestigious musical festival and to share the stage with such an outstanding soloist. It promises to be a memorable and definitely an inspiring occasion. And that brings us to the end of this week's Brass Band news for the week commencing the 21st of June 2026. So whether you're heading to a concert, catching a bandstand performance, or tuning in online to one of the many global events, there's plenty to enjoy in the world of brass this week. I'm Peter, and you're listening to Sounds of Brass Radio. Stay tuned, stay brassy, and I'll be back next week with more news from across the brass banding world.